Hey sports fans, my name is Ed and I've spent the last 20 years traveling around North America and the world going to sporting events. I've chronicled all of my travels on my website, Itinerant Fan. It has guides to all the stadiums in the major American sports leagues, plus some college stadiums and even major venues around the world. Plus it has travel tips, guides to how to plan a sports vacation, ways to save money, and much, much more. Check it out sometime if you're into traveling for sports. Now let's check out the arena they call the Hangar in Dallas.
The sports scene in Dallas-Fort Worth is spread out, with venues and attractions scattered throughout the region. However, if you head to central Dallas, you can find the area's main arena, the American Airlines Center. The home of the NBA's Dallas Mavericks and NHL's Dallas Stars is located on the edge of the city's downtown and is part of a somewhat upscale neighborhood known as the Victory Park District. I arrived for a 2-night stay and a chance to see the Stars and Mavs games on back-to-back nights, so it was a great opportunity to really get to know this arena. If you're a visitor to Dallas like me, the arena is within reasonable walking distance of many of the area's hotels and residences. Or if you don't want to walk, you can also take advantage of the city's light rail system known as DART. The Victory Station serves 2 lines of the system and is located a short walk from the arena's west side. Even walking through the station several hours before game time, I saw plenty of fans coming in to enjoy themselves pre-game, so it can definitely get busy. The Victory Park area is full of places to eat and drink before and after games, so if you're looking for some pre-game merriment, it's worth a stroll down the streets to check out your options. Or you can just get closer to the arena. If you're approaching from the south, you'll see American Airlines Center at the end of a long plaza that opens out onto the street. This is known as PNC Plaza and is a good place to meet up with friends or simply people watch. The staircase leading up to the plaza is flanked on each side by large statues representing legends of the 2 home franchises. On the left is Hockey Hall of Famer Mike Modano, and on the right, Basketball Hall of Famer Dirk Nowitzki. It should come as no surprise that Nowitzki in particular is nothing short of revered in these parts, and the street in front of the plaza has also been renamed Nowitzki Way in his honor. The first game on my agenda was a Dallas Stars hockey game. The Stars have been a championship contender for several years running now, and I got an immediate look at how passionate the Puckheads are in Texas. By the way, the building has been named American Airlines Center since its opening, as American is headquartered here and has a massive presence at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. The arena has the nickname The Hangar, and it's not just because of the naming sponsor. The arched roof also has something to do with it. One thing that struck me about American Airlines Center is how strangely some sections are laid out in the upper deck. If you look at the seating chart, I thought the shape of these sections was rather odd. It wasn't until I got there that I learned that it was due to staircases like this one, which as it turns out was right in my line of sight. If you're not used to it, the banisters and plexiglass can be rather distracting. Don't get me wrong, you can see most everything, but the view might not be as clear as you might expect. Oh, and you'll also have plenty of people walking in front of you. These folks here aren't doing anything wrong, the play is stopped. But sometimes fans do cross in front of you during the action. If you look around, you'll also see weird cutouts of sections elsewhere, so it's just a strange layout. Anyway, the Stars really put on a good show as far as fan experience. About a decade ago, they really leaned into green as their primary color, and you can see that just about everywhere, on the ice and off it. But my favorite part has to be their goal song. It's written and performed by heavy metal group Pantera, which hails from Dallas, and as I described it when I first heard it, it really punches you in the face. So yeah, the first night at American Airlines Center was a pretty good experience. The Stars ended up winning this game rather handily. And even though I felt I saw a lot of the arena, I was still looking forward to coming back for a second night and seeing what's different for hoops. One night later, I was back at American Airlines Center to see the Mavs. But let's address the elephant in the room right away, shall we? This visit came in early January 2025, just a few weeks before the Mavs traded away one of the most popular players in their history. Luka Doncic was injured and didn't play on this night, but his image was everywhere, like here. And the fans seemed generally in a good mood, unlike what I've heard the atmosphere has been like post-trade. Anyway, after all the green around the arena the previous night, the blue hues on this night provided a cool contrast. Mavs tickets were generally more expensive than the Stars game, so I bought a fairly cheap get-in ticket behind one of the baskets near the top of the upper deck for about $70 on the secondary market. Can't say the view was spectacular, but hey, at least I wasn't looking through plexiglass. Mavs fans have a cool tradition, as everyone stands for the opening tip-off and no one sits down until Dallas scores its first basket. It took a couple minutes on this night, but not too long. I spent more time walking around the arena on this night than on night one. The first thing I noticed is the number of bar spaces on the main concourse, occupying each of the corners and each branded after a particular alcohol. Modelo might have the coolest entrance, not gonna lie. After not getting food during the Stars game, I did survey my food options this time around. I didn't see anything that I consider must-try among the concession stands, but there are some interesting choices, like Tex-Mex, we are in Texas after all, and 7-Eleven even operates a stand just so you can buy Slurpees. I ended up choosing a smash burger joint and getting this burgers and fries meal, which wasn't bad at all. All in all, it was a fun couple nights at American Airlines Center. Have you seen a game or an event here? If so, let me know. Leave a like or a comment on this video, and consider subscribing to our channel because we'll be coming out with a lot more stadium and travel videos. And if you're looking for more info on other sports venues like this one, head to itinerantfan.com. Happy travels!